we're in the sheet. So I just want to show everyone how to use my spreadsheet. I want to also give a call out to Rob Built and his team for actually making this, some of the elements of the spreadsheet. And then I just kind of built on top of it. The first element that I have is we have the main page. This kind of shows for STR underwriting, it shows the comps that you can manually pull, some listing information at a high level, and you can put your image, the post description. And in this section, I actually take the post description and it uses Gemini to actually pull all the relevant information out into these different cells. And then on the second tab in the host count deal analysis, it automatically populates that information. So you can kind of see there's references to the other page where it's pulling all the information. And I also pulled the post description here so that you can look at the post description, make sure the numbers are right. And then lastly, I got the tax arbitrage tab. And the tax arbitrage tab is essentially something that I put together to understand the tax write-offs using bonus depreciation or Section 179 and the short-term rental loophole, so that you can basically say, okay, if I'm putting in 50K on a deal, 20K on a deal, how much am I getting back on my taxes? And from that perspective, you can understand, okay, how much money do I actually technically put in the deal versus not? What I'm noticing is if I can put less than 5% down, I'm getting all that money back on the deal. But it depends on your tax bracket, right? So you basically put how much income you're making, whether it's W-2 or something else, your filing status, and then the year that you're filing. Obviously, this year is 2024, but that changes your tax write-off. If you apply this anytime earlier than 2022, then you get a much bigger write-off. You get the 100% of the bonus depreciation instead of the 60. So we're going to run through all of this in this video. All right, so first things first, I'm just going to grab the post description. In this case, the post description is actually just in my email. I got a deal from a wholesaler. You can also grab it from the Creative Real Estate with Pace Morby video Facebook group. And I've lost I got to actually create a duplicate. So I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to show you kind of like live, step-by-step process. I'm not going to try to leave very much out, just so that you can follow along. So created the copy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually paste all that information in here. And what you'll see happen is, it's loading. So Gemini's going, reading this post and trying to understand all the information that's relevant. And it says, oh, there's an issue. So basically it doesn't have enough space to overwrite. So I'm just going to try to clear up more space. And of course, it didn't really work that well. And that's how these things go sometimes. So there's an element of manual information that you have to fix. So for example, in here we got the remaining mortgage. You got that. Kind of put the no HOA in the right place. Total entry fee for this one is 30K. So I'll put that in. And then you didn't see it, but I actually went copy and then I pasted values only so that the formula doesn't automatically just keep uploading or keep refreshing. And then it's going to be a PITI of 3,300 and 3.875 interest rate. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't really know what this stuff is supposed to be for. The purchase price is going to be this plus this. All right. So we got the main information posted in there. Seems pretty good. Just going to grab a photo so I can identify it. Oh, it's this one. I think I know which one this one is. This is in a flood zone. Pretty sure this property is in a flood zone, but I might be wrong. Okay, so I already know I don't want to buy this one, but we're just going to keep going. All right, so it's inserted the purchase price, the down payment, total cash to close is going to be 34. The interest rate, the sub 2 on this is going to be 387, and then property. So all of this stuff looks right. We take the furnishings and it's multiplied by $15. Put 5K for setup costs just for like random like flights over there, stuff like that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to click the AirDNA link. And this AirDNA link gets auto-populated based on the number of bedrooms, the bathrooms, and how many people you want to accommodate. And it's giving me a 73K score, which is pretty good. I'm just going to maybe take a look at the area. What is it? Gonna have to go back. 33703. 33703. Take a look at the listings. I'm gonna filter out the pool. We could probably put a hot tub in though. No pool though. So yeah, realistically, probably on a 4.2, we'll probably make, let's say 50K. So we can do a 58 at 230. So let's just go to our spreadsheet. We'll have to manually insert that. So 230, 58%. Is that right? Yeah, we'll start with that. Property taxes. Here we'll probably just go to Redfin to get that. I also like to put the address in, and then in Redfin you can actually, they'll tell you property taxes and homeowners insurance. That's insane. That's pretty cheap, but I think what I have here is 2%, which is, I think it's about 1% in Florida. We'll just go with 1%, and then homeowners insurance is 267 a month. 283 is close enough. So okay, so now we got all the expenses as it relates to a short-term rental. I might put like 6 cleanings. You can kind of already tell that, like, you know, it's negative 756 cash flow. This property is actually in a flood zone, so it's not the most ideal place, but that's kind of the underwriting. We're going to lose $756. It's a negative 14% cash on cash return. Not really my vibe, but one thing that I will cover is the tax arbitrage tab, which is new. So from a tax arbitrage perspective, if I make 300K family household income at 300K a year, and the purchase price is 377, I will have kind of the bonus depreciation. We calculate the bonus depreciation as $67,000 or $68,000, and so that gets to be a write-off on my W-2 taxes. So I have 3 sections. One is the baseline taxes, how much I'd pay if I weren't doing any investments, weren't doing any write-offs, and it's about 58,000 federal and 21 state. The second scenario is if I write it off as a long-term rental, I don't put furniture in there. And like in that case, I'd have to be like a real estate professional, for example. And then the last situation is if I'm going to furnish it and it's not already furnished, and I'm using the W-2 short-term rental loophole. So we got kind of the three scenarios here, and the baseline actually should color this to be the same color. Well, let's not get distracted, but basically baseline, I would have paid 58K in taxes. The saving scenario, I pay 42K, so a little bit less, like 16K less. And in the saving scenario with the property and the furniture, I'm paying 38K in taxes, so 20K less. So basically what I'm comparing here is if I put 34K into the property to buy it, I'm going to get a $16,000 tax return. So that means I'm getting 46% cash on tax return. The other way of looking at it is if I have to buy the furniture and put it in, then I'd put 61K and I get a 20K return on my taxes. So I get a 32.68% after tax ROI. So in either case, it's not an amazing deal, just because there's negative cash flow, but I try to target for getting 70% of my money back from taxes. But again, if you're looking for a property in St. Pete, it's a very competitive market. It might be something that you want to look into. But yeah, that's the spreadsheet overall. I'll leave it at that. Please leave some comments for any questions. The link to this spreadsheet will be in the description. Thanks.